Kulitan na!
Tayo nagsaya, iwanan ang problema. Pag-e-enjoy ka sa ligaya, magkukulitan nang hindi magsawa. Kulitan na hatid, pakinggan na ito sa pohon. Tawanan na lang yan sa piso mo, ayan pakinggan. Kulitan tawanan, ang hatid namin sa ating hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, ang pawi natin sa kalungkutan. Kulitan tawanan, ang hatid namin sa ating hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, itabi ang lungkot, ibigay ang saya ng buhay.
Anong oras na? Oras na para mas Kulitan na!
Ulit na may sound effects eh. Oo, ano nangyari sa mic ko? Hello po mga kaibigan! May music pa pala. Welcome po mga kaibigan dito sa
Kulitan na!
Kulitan na!
Today is Monday, October 25, 2021. And how many days before Christmas? Hindi ko alam, kaya hanap muna tayo ng itutugtog natin dahil wala lang, hanap na tayo itutugtog. Dahil 61 days lang, Pasko na! Sa tuwing darating ang pera ng bayan. Tama na, makaka-copyright tayo dyan. Nako, nakakabit nyo na ba yung Christmas tree o next month na? Sa amin, wala pang Christmas tree eh. Sa susunod pa yan. Anyway, mga kaibigan, hindi ko sasabihin kung pag-uusapan. Napanood ko yung nakarang episode. May sinabi akong pag-uusapan dapat natin. O ano nangyari sa May sinabi akong dapat pag-uusapan natin pero hindi natin napag-usapan. Basic na yan. Yan, so kung ano sasabihin ko, yun ang pag-uusapan natin. Ano ba yung oras po natin mga kaibigan? 5:02. Simulan po natin mag-usap-usap. Ano ba pag-uusapan natin? Hindi ko din alam. Ang daming ikakasal ngayong October. Ano ba yan? Ba't puro kasal ang mga nangyayari ha? Ayaw nang may kasal eh, no? Anyway, mga kaibigan, simulan natin ang pag-uusapan natin ay unang-una, Chris Aquino and Mel Sarmiento are engaged. Okay, so nag-propose na ata itong si Mel Sarmiento kaya Chris Aquino. Nako, dilawan si Mel Sarmiento. Dilawan na. Dilaw na agad eh, no? Anyway, ito ang article from Manila Bulletin. Chris Aquino revealed today, October 24, that she and Mel Soriano are engaged. So, si Chris Aquino na nagsabi sa Instagram. Aquino broke the good news on Instagram. Sabi natin yung sinabi ni Chris Aquino on Instagram. To my best friend and the man I said yes to spending the rest of my life with. Thank you for, as Bim said, loving me for me with no agenda and for being just an overall good and patient man. It's unreal how much more calm and peaceful I feel now that you're here. Peaceful? Bakit kay James Yap ba? Hindi. Napunta doon. Okay, basahin ba natin yung post ni Chris Aquino? We discussed his post and I thought about it carefully. Marami kasi sa followers ko ang nagtatanong kung kamusta na ako because matagal na akong nawala. Meaning ko I'm only 95 pounds now. This pandemic and many stressful events that happened since mid-August really caused my weight to drop and my health to suffer. And it's been exactly 4 months since we so unexpectedly lost our brother. Pangalan nito? Si Pinoy. Ano ba yan? Tama ba si Pinoy yan? Anyway, yan. Sure ako, ayaw niya talaga iwanan si Bunso. Ay, Bunso pala. Sorry. Kala ko sino. Sorry. Anyway. Sure ako, ayaw niya talagang iwanan si Bunso na walang magbabantay at mag-aalaga na sigurado ang pinagkakatiwalaan niya. Somehow, I believe there really was a matchmaker in heaven who must be smiling now. I can almost hear his voice telling me, Christina, tama na. Respect the fact na gusto ni Mel ng tahimik na buhay. And finally, Bunso has learned to obey. To my best friend and the man I said yes to spending the rest of my life with, thank you For as Beam said, loving me for me with no agenda and for being just an overall good and patient man. It's unreal how much more calm and peaceful I feel now that you're here. Lawi ko. We would never have met nor reconnected had it nor been for Noy. Thank you to my kuya. Kahit wala na siya, ramdam na ramdam ko na kahit ilang beses kami nagkatampuhan, kahit kailan gagawa talaga siya ng paraan na ma-assure kami nila Kuya Josh at Beam kung gaano niya kami kamahal at hindi talaga siya papayag na ma-feel namin na kami ay mabababayaan. We love you and we miss you. But thank you, you must have known how broken I'd be to lose you, so you made sure there was someone who not only helped wipe away my tears, He's made it possible for me to smile and laugh again. Dumating yun hindi ko hinahanap o inaasahan, kaya nga tama silang lahat na nagsabi, in God's perfect time. We agreed what's personal shall remain private, so hanggang dito lang ang pwede kong ma-share. Except I guess to say as much as I am proud to be an Aquino, looking forward na kung maging Sarmiento. Ito yung article ulit. In August, Chris confirmed former Interior and Local Government Secretary Mel Soriano as her special someone. So, noong August po niya pala ni-reveal na parang meron silang ties, di ba? Chris 50 was first married to basketball star Jam Siap. Ano ba yan? Sino si Jam Siap? Basketball star James Yap in 2005. Their marriage was annulled in 2012. She has 2 children, Joshua Philip Aquino with Philip Salvador and Bimbe Aquino Yap with James Yap. Ayan. So, congrats kay Miss Chris Aquino for finding your true love. Sana true na nga. Huwag sanang magaya kay James. Huwag sana maulit yung kay James no? Ay, naka. Buhay nga naman. Okay! Okay, at exotic tayo, exotic. Hanap tayo na next topic. Pero bago natin hanapin yung next topic na yan mga kaibigan, ay COVID report muna tayo mga kaibigan.
Kulitan na! Report! Panday COVID-19 sa Kulitan Na!
Naitala mga kaibigan ng 4,405 na bagong kaso ng COVID-19 ngayong araw, October 25, 2021. Kaya sa kabuuan ay 2,761,307 na ang naitalang kaso ng COVID-19 dito sa Pilipinas. 57,763 sa mga ito ay aktibong kaso ng COVID-19. Nadagdagan naman ng 7,561 ang mga gumaling, kaya sa kabuuan ay 2,661,602 na ang gumaling sa COVID-19 dito sa Pilipinas. Nadagdagan naman ng 149 ang mga namatay, kaya sa buwan ay 41,942 na ang namatay sa COVID-19 dito sa Pilipinas.
Kulitan na! Report! Panday COVID-19 sa Kulitan Na!
Okay, update po tayo mga kaibigan sa... Teka, hanapin muna natin yan. Cemeteries open Philippines. Ito, basahin natin yung report ng Philippine Inquirer. For the second year in a row, cemeteries nationwide, so lahat ng sementeryo sa Pilipinas ay sarado mula October 29 to November 2. So, wala muna tayong paunda. So, bahay muna tayo mga kaibigan para maiwasan. Pero, ngayon, pwede pa kayong pumunta. So, kung gusto nyo bumisita, pwede naman. Pero iwasan lang yung sobrang daya sa summer, not unlike dati, di ba? Kasi dati, mas kulang na lang masira yung nicho eh. Dahil nakaupo sa nicho eh. Kulang na lang masira eh. Outside of this stage, cemeteries, memorial parks, and Columbaria would be allowed to open their gates at 30%. So, 30% capacity lang ang pwedeng maibigay sa bago or pagkatapos nung October 10, 9 to November 2. Visitors should be limited to 10 persons per group. Okay? So, bawal tumaas, bawal bumaba. Bawal tumaas sa 10, bobo ko talaga. So, hanggang 10 lang ang pwedeng pumunta sa mga nicho-nicho, no? And you order the police and local governments to ensure that visitors would comply with minimum health standard protocols. Last year, the closure extended up to November 4 with over 12,000 policemen and 7,000 force multipliers deployed to cemeteries to enforce peace and order. Meanwhile, the League of Provinces of the Philippines, or LPP, has asked the Interagency Task Force for the Management of Emerging Infectious Disease, or ITF, to defer to next month the implementation of the new alert level system in selected area. Ay, hindi. Wala na to. Hindi nakasama sa report ko yun. Hanap tayo ng pag-uusapan. Ano ang ating pag-uusapan? Okay. Hindi ko na alam. Kahapon pala yung anniversary ng Showtime, no? Bahala kayo dyan. Sorry, di ko alam kung ano pag-uusapan natin eh. Okay, simula po next week nga pala ang Kulitan Na. Ay, hanggang 5:45 na lang. Sorry. Hanggang 5:45 na lang tayo next week. Sa sobrang onti na pag-uusapan, hanggang 45 minutes lang tayo. Anyway, pag-usapan natin to, kinagigiliwan online sa vegetable farm sa Ilocos Norte. O, Ilocos, oh. Mga ka-BBM natin yan. Dahil bukod sa mapapakanta ka ng bahay kubo, may hugot lines ka pang mapupulot. Ito from GMA News. Pagpasok pa lamang sa Inua Farm sa Lawag City, Ilocos Norte, ito ang makikita nyo. Kumain ng vegetable para ikay maging enjoyable. Sa panahon to, hindi na mahalagang jowa, pera. Yan, yun ang bubungad sa'yo pagpasok mo pala sa Inuma Farm. Sinumdan pa ito ng mga iba't ibang hugot lines. So, basahin natin mga hugot lines, no? Uso yung hugot lines. Ano ba yung mga hugot natin yan? Ito yung una. Kumain ng vegetable para ikaw ay maging enjoyable. Next. Upo, pero mas gusto ko ang matamis mong oo. Kala ko upo, pero mas gusto ko ang upo mo. Mas masarap kaya ang upo ko. Mas malaki pa sa upo nyo. Next. Patani! Para sa lahat ng aking pagbabakasakali. Mas maganda, Patani. Para sa aking malaking Pulani. Wala akong masabi. Next. Ito, masarap. Kumain ka na saging. Yan lang. Kumain ka na saging. Kumain ka na saging para ikay maging akin. Ano saging ba kakainin para maging sayo? Gusto ko maging aking kakainin mo saging ko. Next. Papaya ka ba? Papayakap sana ako. Papaya ka ba? Papayakin kita. Sorry po sa mga corny kong joke. Ngayon lang po, nagsasorry na po ako. Wala po magawa sa bahay eh. Next! Ito, kalabasa para luminaw ang inyong mata at nang di ka rin umasa. Kala ko, kalabasa para luminaw ang iyong mata at hindi ka na tumingin sa iba. Anak ng puta! Yung mga hugot! Next! Wala. Wala na, kala ko meron po. Ano mga pahugot nyo, mga pick-up lines nyo dito sa gulay, Saging ka ba? Ang laki eh. Talong ka ba? Ayan pa, malaki din. Ay, nako. Hanap tayo ng mga balitang pag-uusapan natin. Okay. Ano kaya ang pag-uusapan natin? Ano kaya? Oy! Wait lang, search natin yon. Naalala ko meron palang magandang pag-usapan. MacBook Pro 2021. Ayan, ito maganda eh. Article from ano ba pag-usapan natin? Review. Wala tayo man eh. Naghahanap ako ng article na maganda na tungkol sa ano eh. Ito na, from Mac Rumors. Ito article ni Mark Rumor. Mark? From Mac. From Mac Rumors. 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro. Basahin natin to. Apple in October 2021 overhauled the high-end MacBook Pro, introducing an entirely new design, new chips, new capabilities, and more. So, maganda yung pag-ano ng ano ngayon eh, ng Apple eh. Okay, anyway. As Apple says, the revamped MacBook Pro model offers up extraordinary performance and the world's best notebook display. The 2021 MacBook Pro models come with 14.2-inch and 16.2-inch size options, and they are equipped with mini LED display. So, para siyang OLED pero mas malaki na ilaw yung hindi katulad sa OLED na screen na every pixel one light lang yon. Dito may sakop lang siya na pixel tapos yun ang iilaw. So may mga dimming zones siya like OLED pero hindi siya ganun ka-better with OLED. So yun yung mini LED displays. So meron din siya more ports. Nagbabalik dito yung SD card slot, HDMI, and yung isa? MagSafe. So MagSafe charging is back. So happy na uli ang mga MacBook Pro users. Up to 64GB of RAM and more powerful Apple Silicon chips, the M1 Pro and M1 Max. So in short, they are the best MacBook Pro models to date. Apple's new MacBook Pro models can be configured with the M1 Pro chip or the M1 Max chip. Both chips feature a 10-core CPU with 8 high-performance cores and 2 high-efficiency cores. Though there is a lower-end 8-core model available for the entry-level 14-inch MacBook Pro. So, pag MacBook Pro 14-inch ka, pwede kang mamili ng M1 Pro na 8 cores. There's also a 16-core neural engine in both chips. And ang pagkakaiba ng Pro and Max model ng M1 chip is yung Pro has a 16-core GPU pero doble ang M1 Max. So, meron siyang 32-core GPU with 24-core GPU also available as a middle tier. M1 Max na may 24. So, parang bind model siya. M1 Pro also supports up to 32GB of unified memory while the M1 Max support up to 64GB of unified memory. According to Apple, the CPU in the M1 Pro and M1 Max is up to 70% faster than CPU in the M1. So, malaking performance jump from M1 last time. And the GPU in the M1 Max is up to 4 times faster than the M1. M1 Max. So, 2 times faster naman yung sa M1 Pro. So, GPU performance can be good here. Ano pa basahin natin na? M1 Pro and Pro Max use a system on a chip architecture like the M1. And the M1 Pro supports up to 200GB per second memory bandwidth, and the M1 Pro and the M1 Max supports up to 400GB per second memory bandwidth. So, mabilis ang M1 Max. Kung may pera kayo pambili. The 14 and 16-inch MacBook Pro models feature a liquid Retina XDR display, which is a mini LED display with up to 1000 nits. Nakakabulag yung display. Sustained brightness. And peak niya is 1600 nits. So 1600 nits. Mataas-taas. And a 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio. So magandang color dito. The 14-inch MacBook Pro has a resolution of 3024 by 1964 at 254 pixels per inch. And the 16-inch, medyo malaki lang na onte pero 254 pixels per inch pa rin siya. Pero ang resolution niya is 3456 by 2234. And meron siyang slim 3.5mm bezel at the side and the top. And the top of the display, ito yung nakakabisit eh. The top of the display also features notch. Hindi pa nasarapan sa iPhone na may notch eh. Pati MacBook. May notch na rin ang MacBook, walang hiya yan. Nagre-reklamo ako para bibili ako eh, no? And pero yung notch na yun, it houses a 1080p webcam. And siguro yung microphones na din. Panigurado yan may microphone. Sa laki ng notch na yun, walang microphone. Both display comes equipped with the ProMotion technology which supports adaptive refresh rates ranging from 24 Hz to 120 Hz. So, capable on display ng MacBook Pro for up to 120 Hz. Fast display. Other display technologies include P3 wide color for true to life color and true tone, which shifts the white balance of the display to match the lighting in the room. Design-wise, the new MacBook Pro model looks similar to the old models, but they are thicker and heavier with a more rounded design at the bottom corners. Silver and gray are the only available color options. So, pero siguro next year daw ang MacBook Air ata ay magkakaroon na ng kulay. So, MacBook Air yun. There's an all black keyboard, so unlike dati na yung keys lang ang black, pati yung nilalapagan na nung keys ay itim na rin. So it eliminates the touch bar. So wala na rin yung touch bar, nagbabalik na dito yung function keys. So ayos yan, full size na function keys. There's also large Touch ID button with a circular fingerprint sensor with Touch ID used to unlock the Mac, authenticate purchases, and replace passwords. Below the keyboard, there's a large force touch trackpad. Ano ba yan? Nabubulol ako. Inom lang ako. Ayan, nakainom na ako. Baka mabulol kasi na naman ako eh. Okay, basahin natin. To accommodate the new M1 Pro and M1 Max chips, the MacBook Pro models have a re-architected thermal design that can move 50% more air than the prior generation version. So, magandang thermal design daw ang ginawa. Mas maganda compared sa last year. The thermal design provides sustained performance while keeping the machine cool and quiet. Apple says the fans will not activate for most everyday tasks. Apple has malamang efficient naman ng mga chips ng Apple eh. Apple has reintroduced a number of ports that were previously removed from the MacBook Pro. Ito na yung mga ports list. So, the new models offer an SDXC card slot, an HDMI 2.0 port, 3 USB-C Thunderbolt 4 ports. So, binawasan lang nila ng isa pero nadagdagan naman siya ng SD card, headphone jack, at MagSafe. So, yung MagSafe, it enables a new fast charging feature that provides 50% charge within 30 minutes. The 16-inch MacBook Pro uses a 140-watt power adapter, while the 14-inch models ship with either 67 or 96-watt power adapters depending on CPU configuration, and both machines can charge over either USB-C or MagSafe. So, meron pa rin charging via USB-C if you want. Pero may MagSafe din naman siya. There are 2 times faster SSDs inside the new MacBook Pro models, which are configurable with up to 8 TB storage space. The M1 Pro chip supports 2 external displays with up to 6K resolution at 60 Hz. So, kung kayo ay Apple user na mahilig sa maraming monitor, it can support 2 external display and 3 external naman sa M1 Max sa chip. Then, thanks to yung M1 Max chips, the MacBook Pro models feature much improved battery life. The 14-inch MacBook Pro lasts up to 17 hours when watching movies and up to 11 hours when browsing the web. Matagal-tagal na rin. The 16-inch MacBook Pro lasts for up to 21 hours of watching movies and 14 hours when browsing the web. Other features include Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5 support. Plus, there's a 6-speaker surround system with 2 tweeters, 4 cancelling woofers, and wide stereo sound. Ito na yung pricing. Bibili ba kayo nito? Pero hindi pa naman ito yung pinakamurang MacBook na ni Apple eh. So, if you want, pwede ito. Pag wala kay budget, MacBook Air. Anyway, the 14-inch MacBook Pro is priced starting at $1,999. So, yung 14-inch yun. While the 16-inch MacBook Pro is priced starting at $2,499. So, $500 more for the 16-inch. Ayan, kung may pera ba kayo, bibili kayo, comment down below. Pag walang pera, di wala. Anong magagawa natin doon, di ba? Anyway, mga kaibigan, magbabalik po ang Kulitan Na. Oras po natin ay 5:31 na.
Anong oras na? Oras na para Kulitan Na!
Kulitan tawanan ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, pampawi natin sa kalungkutan. Kulitan tawanan ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, itabi ang lungkot, ibigay ang saya ng buhay.
Kulitan na!
sa ligaya, magkukulitan nang hindi magsawa. Kulitan na hatid, pakinggan na ito sa pohon. Tawanan na lang yan, sa pisi mo ay ang pakinggan. Kulitan, tawanan, ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan, tawanan, pampawi natin sa kalungkutan. Kulitan, tawanan, ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan, tawanan, itabi ang lungkot, ibigay ang saya ng buhay.
Anong oras na? Kulitan na!
Welcome back mga kaibigan dito sa
Kulitan na!
Hello po! Ano, simulan naman natin. Ayoko nga. Simulan natin mga kaibigan ng Rapid Fire! Our first trending topic mga kaibigan is hashtag our favorite NCT127. Okay, ano meron? NCT favorite is out. So, may bagong labas na song ang NCT127. Next trending topic is SB19 Bazinga MV teaser. So, maglalabas ang SB19 ng bagong music video. Entitled, alam ko na ilabas na to Entitled Bazinga. Next, our topic is Kennex Josh teaser photo. So, it's a new day and it looks like we have a new photo teaser. We have SB19 Ken, SB19 Josh for today's Bazinga FMB photo teaser. Let's hype it up and use our tags below. Yan. Next, our topic is Jaehyun. So, NCT127, trending siya because naglabas nga ang NCT127 ng favorite. Next ang topic is Jungwoo. Next is Jungwoo NCT127 pa rin. So, mga picture si Jungwoo, yan, trending. Next ang topic is Doyoung. Doyoung NCT127 na naman. Can you talk about Doyoung's clips in? Yan. Next one topic is Hey-chan. Ito, sure ako. Ano to? Ito yung NCT din to. NCT. Si Hey-chan mga videos si Hey-chan is nakalagay sa Twitter. Next one topic is Tail pala. Tail. So, NCT127 pa rin. Vampire Tail doing the choreography to favorite. Next one topic is Johnny. Ito, NCT din to. Akala ko NCT Johnny imitating Doyoung's pose again and never and wait lang. NCT nga. Next on topic is favorite countdown live. So kanina to nag-trending dahil may nag-countdown lang sila for the live MV ata ito. Next trending topic is Yuta ka. Oh, NCT na naman. So mga pictures din ni Yuta to, Yuta Next trending topic is Love on the Floor. NCT din. Thanks, favorite part in Love on the Floor. Yan. Not right now. I'm listening to Love on the Floor. So, bagong kanta din ng NCT ata ito. Next trending topic is hashtag favorite vampire. So, tungkol pa rin to sa favorite pero vampire ata yung team. Ilang yan. Next trending topic is Liz Can 7 years of life. Bakit? Ito, Liz Can 7 years of life. This user ano ba yan? Jasing kasalukuyan pong nakakaranas ng pagbuhos ng ayuda ang Liz Can win. Ano? Bahala kayo dyan. Next one topic is Joken. Hindi, stream favorite. So, stream nyo daw yung favorite ng NCT 127 ha. Next one topic is Joken. So, SB19 to for sure. Okay, after seeing Joken's Bazinga teaser photo, I feel motivated. It changes my whole life. Now, I'm a successful person. Ay, nako. Next one topic is Canteen. So, SB19. Yeah, SB19 din to. Kenex Justin teaser photo. Does it ever died you crazy just so fast the night? Just so fast the night. Mas maganda akong kumanta sa inyo. Next trending topic is hashtag Roratin. Roar at 18. So, tungkol to sa Roar Awards ata for being nominated yung SB19. And last trending topics is hashtag we are one. So, AAA yan. EXO! Buti naman may iba. What is AAA? Asian Academic Award. Saan to? Ha? Ano yung AAA? We are one championship. Ano pala to eh? Tawag dito? Wrestling eh. And yan ang ating trending topics for today.
Kulitan na!
Last na tayo for the topic today. Last na nga ba to? Ay, maigsi lang to. Baka magdalawa tayo. Anyway, ito ang article from Rappler. Ang kinakatukutan ng mga DDS at DDM. Bangko Sentral to test plastic banknotes. So, testingin lang nila yung kung paano mangyayari kapag plastic na yung pera natin. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas will be testing polymer for 1,000 peso bills on a limited basis by the first half of 2022. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP plans to test the use of polymer or plastic for banknotes, saying that the material is stronger and more hygienic than abaca fiber. Kasi parang tela kasi ang abaca eh, no? Mas madaling linisin ang plastic and hindi siya napupunit pag nabasa. Tama ba? Hindi siya nasisira pag nabasa, parang ano yan. Anyway, in a briefing on Monday, October 25, BSP Deputy Governor Mert Tangonan said they have looked into polymer banknotes amid the COVID-19 pandemic as these have lower bacterial count than cotton-based bills. Okay, so maganda yung kanilang tawag dito. Gustong iparating tungkol yung mission nila para sa pagwawalay. Para maganda yung gusto nilang kalabasan. So, it has lower bacterial count. So, timely yung pagiging ganon dahil may COVID. Tangonan added that polymer bills last longer than paper money and are more cost efficient dahil mura lang naman ang plastic. Ayan, kaya sa mga plastic yan, mura lang kayo. Putang ina. the polymer banknotes will have a different set of security features, making them more difficult to counterfeit, according to Tangonan. As plastic banknotes will be more durable, the BSP also claimed that they will be more environment friendly. Oh, ito lang yung magiging ano natin. Plastic gagamitin mo tapos sasabihin mo environmental friendly, di ba? Pero siguro ito yung sinasabi nila. Sa abaka kasi natural kasi yon. So sisira ka pa ng abaka tree ba? Tama ba? So, polymer banknotes have an extended lifespan, at least 2.5 times longer than paper banknotes, the central bank said. So, ayos yung agenda nila dito. Ayun, agenda pala. So, yung plastic kasi daw ay more antibacterial than a cotton, or the bacteria will last not as long as the cotton-based banknotes. So, mas siguro madaling linisin and hindi ganun nagtatagal yung bacteria doon sa plastic na pera kaysa sa papel. So di na natin matatawag na perang papel ang pera na ito. Wala na siya sa plastic eh. Oo nga no, ngayon ko lang naisip yun. Ano kaya tatawagin natin ngayon sa perang ganun? Sana po bigyan niyo po ako ng perang papel. Hindi eh. Perang plastic na lang. Ito, basahin natin kung kailan itetest sila. The PSP will test the material for 1,000 peso bills by the first half of 2022. These bills will be initially produced abroad. Sa abroad daw nila ay mga gagawin. Anong abroad? China? Since the production would be on a limited basis and the central bank would have to further assess the possible shift. Abaka industry pushes back. So medyo umangangal dito ang mga nag-aabaka. Last August, the Philippine Fiber Industry Development Authority or PhilFIDA strongly opposed the shift to polymer. So ayaw nila dahil it will hurt the abaka industry. So good point din naman dahil oonte ang mga bibili ng abaka for making the money. So this is said by the Executive Director Kennedy Costales in a memorandum. Ito basahin natin. Abaka, one of our banner crops, is considered a Filipino heritage and pride and therefore should be made known to all Filipinos by promoting it through our money, which is being circulated all over the country. Abaka is far more resistant to salt water decomposition than most of vegetable fibers. Plastic yung pinag-uusapan eh. Ano ba yung mga napipindot? Plastic will be more resistant than that. Make it suitable for rope and cordage manufacturers as well. Polymer banknotes can also get sticky when wet. Tama, parang kasi yung alam nyo pag may baraha, di ba, pag plastic napakadikit niya. So another downside ng plastic banknote din. So ang papel naman kasi mahihiwalay mo pa yan kahit basa eh. Di ba? Pag basa nahihiwalay, di ba? Babastos! Polymer banknotes can also get sticky when wet, making them somewhat difficult to hold and count. The stickiness would also make it hard for sorting machines to count. But Tangonan said the shift to polymer banknotes would have minimal effect on the abaka industry. Minimal effect down daw. So, noting that it would impact only 0.2 to 0.4% of abaka farming jobs and up to 0.2% of total abaka exports. This is not the first time that the BSP proposed the use of plastic currency. In 2009, the central bank made a similar proposal but it was blocked by lawmakers. So yun ang gusto natin alamin, ba't siya na-block noong 2009. Ano kaya dahilan nila yun? Ba't nila na-i-block? Anyway, so payag ba kayo na maging plastic na ang perang papel nyo? Ayan, mukha ka ng pera, plastic pa. Kaya may bago na tayong saying. Mukha ka ng pera, plastic ka pa. Anyway, on the last topic, medyo pagkakatuwaan na natin to. Ito, Isko, paint the town blue. In Metro Manila Caravan as he turns 47. So, birthday daw ni Isko ngayong araw. A day after pink-hued motorcade. May shade. So, it was Manila Mayor Francisco Moreno Domingoso's turn to paint the town blue in what his followers billed as the Blue Wave Caravan. Natutuwa ako kasi sabi nila Blue Wave Caravan. Mamaya papakita ko sa inyo bakit ako natatawa. The motorcade that drew about 1,000 motorcycles and some 100 cars was timed to coincide with the 47th birthday of the Action Demokratiko standard bearer and the 58th birthday of his running mate, Dr. Willie Ong. Birthday din ni Willie Ong. Sana all birthday. But the blue caravans was of a smaller scale. Ano pa naman yan, inquirer? Nag-compare no? Than the nationwide motorcade of Robredo's volunteers or the so-called Kakampinks, who organized simultaneous events in about 25 provinces and cities on Saturday morning as the show of support. Walang picture na binigay yung inquirer. Search na nga natin yun. Natatawa ko, paint the town blue, tapos ito yung kulay. Search natin. Paint the town blue. Tapos mamaya lalabas ito Luna. Ito. So, sabi na ni Isko is, it is paint the town blue. Pero tignan nyo naman yung suot nitong mga to. Puti. Akala ko ba paint the town blue? Ba't nakaputi yung mga supporter mo? Anyway, yun lang naman. Maraming salamat po sa inyong manonood. Pakikinig, pakipagkulitan na tawanan. Dito sa
Kulitan Na!
next week, tuloy-tuloy pa rin po mga tiga ng Kulitan na tawanan dito sa Kulitan Na. Goodbye! Bye-bye! Bye-bye! Bye-bye!
Anong oras na? Oras na para
Bye-bye!
Kulitan Na!
Bye-bye! Tayo ay magsaya at iwanan ang problema. Mag-e-enjoy ka sa ligaya, magkukulitan nang hindi magsawa. Kulitan na hatid, pakinggan na ito sa pohon. Tawanan na lang yan sa PC mo, ay ang pakinggan. Kulitan tawanan ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, pampawi natin sa kalungkutan. Kulitan tawanan, ang hatid namin sa tuwing hapunan. Kulitan tawanan, itabi ang lungkot, ibigay ang saya ng buhay.
Anong oras na? Oras na para Kulitan na!